Hello. Welcome to the Roski School of Fine Arts. We are Collective Dean, your Collective Dean, and we'd like to start out by telling you a little bit about ourselves. We don't have any complaints yet. Wherever you are from, we are from. And we never thought we'd be the dean of an art school. To explain, let us give you a few examples of some of what we've done to get here. In 1979, we graduated with a B.S. in psychology with specialization in psychopathology from the University of Winnipeg.
And from 1980 to 81, worked as a bartender and food runner at the Second City Theater in Chicago before being promoted to fry cook. Throughout the 1980s, we spent our weekends and holidays engaging in the study of fungi of the oak woodland habitats in the Great Lakes region.
All the while, we sold whale blubber in the Northwest Territories, entailing a cyclical migration throughout the North American continent.
How did I get here?
In 1989, we were brought onto the Field Museum of Chicago's mycology department to lead a conservational study exploring the use of fungi as environmental indicators of the effects of excess atmospheric nitrogen. This appointment laid the foundation for our eventual thesis on the illusionistic shading in the work of Peter Saul, The European Years, 1952 to 1964. How did we get here? You know, we never dreamed we'd be dean of an art school.
In 1981, we were an assistant at the Fleischer-Ullman Gallery in Philadelphia. Then in 1982, we worked for the Alumni Gallery at the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts. From 1982 to 1983, we held the position of Curatorial Administrative Assistant at the Institute of Contemporary Art at the University of Pennsylvania. We were responsible for buying stackable, blow-mold chairs in a market flooded by low-quality imports. Following this success, we co-curated Primitivism in the 20th Century Art, Affinity of the Tribal and the Modern at the Museum of Modern Art, New York.
Then, from 1990
to 1993 was the Dark Age. 1994 to 95, he served as executive director of Esperanto Ligo por Norte America. In 1996, we curated Uneven Terrain at the Williams Art Museum, including full-color catalog. Among our other publications include Dean Collective, The Rubin Klein Class, Modernism in the Works of Madonna,
New Haven, Yale University Press, 1970.
Dean
Collective
et al. Expressionism, Nihilism, and the Cultural Paradigm of Reality. New Haven, Yale University Press, 1971. Dean Collective, Post-Textual Objectivism in the Works of Gibson. Cambridge, MIT Press, 1973.
Dean Collective, Cultural Objectivism and Post-Constructivist Libertarianism, Cambridge, MIT Press, 1975. Dean Collective, Narratives of Stasis, Capitalism, Socialist Realism, and Submaterial Discourse, Cambridge, O'Reilly & Associates, 1978. And Dean Collective, Spelling and the Textual Paradigm of Discourse, Cambridge, O'Reilly & Associates, 1980. While guest curator at the International Center of Photography in New York, we hosted an evening with the Insane Clown Posse called ICP at the ICP to protest Disney's suppression of the band's platinum album, The Great Milenko, after pressure from conservative Christian groups. We're not telling you our CV just to impress you, but demonstrate that you never know where you're going to end up.
From 1996
to 1999, we served as personal assistant to David Werner. During this time, we wrote Pre-Dialectic Sublimations, Foucault's Power Relations and Socialist Realism, New Haven, Yale University Press, 1988. And
Vermilion Sky,
Dialectic Subcultural Theory and Rationalism, Cambridge, O'Reilly & Associates, 1999. For which we were awarded the Emily Prize for Achievement in Critical Theory at the Anthony L. Childers Junior High in Bozeman, Montana. Sometimes I ask myself how I became dean of an art school. In 1999, we became the director of the Global Initiatives at Creative Time until 1999.
We
had a brief stint as the lead curator at Porticus in 2000. Our main focus during our time there was an invitation to the artist Jason Rhodes to spend a year at the State of Schwarberg as a guest professor
and the creation and installation of a production facility at Porticus entitled Costner Complex, Perfect Practice, which opened in July of 2001. We were then at the forefront of the social practice trend in arts academia. In 2001, before there were any degree-granting programs in the field, we taught a course at Bauhaus University, Weimar, Germany, called Private Parts in Public Practice.
Yes.
We wanted to try
our hand at an art fair, so in 2002 we combined two of our nascent interests to found the first dog show and art exposition. In 2004, the Dia Foundation sold its former Chelsea building. We curated a benefit garage sale of Dia's furniture and the abandoned belongings of the Dia staff.
You know,
a year ago we had just no idea we'd be dean of the Roski.
We've done so much.
You'd think there were just so many of us to accomplish what we have. We have worked so many years in restaurants on and off for the last decade. One thing we have learned during all that time is to draw the bones out of lamb legs.
Unlike all those so-called chefs, we draw out the bones like surgeons, so beautifully that they look as though they are made out of marble, no remaining torn meat or knee liquid. We have also perfected the technique of using blacklight in order to deshell crabs and sun-dry mollusks in various molecular gastronomy and hot cuisine prep kitchens in the Tulsa area. In 2005, we cleaned the notorious pub and nightclub Nice and Sleazy's on Saucy Hall Street, Glasgow. Specializing in both ladies' and gentlemen's bathrooms and the sticky carpet around the edge of the dance floor, we used this position to further ourselves.
During cigarette breaks,
in the art of pole dancing around the thick pillars that held up the ceiling of the establishment, we never smiled during this exercise. We're not telling you this to
impress you. We just never thought we'd be here.
In 2007, we were the curator of Gungimenta, the preeminent international survey of contemporary gunge.
This led to our position
as editor of the Paris-based journal Theory and Aesthetics, Scatological Hegemony. Among our own contributions to the journal was a repost to an article interpreting American modernism through the hermeneutic lens of ancient astronaut theory, and a thought-provoking personal essay on masculinity in the work of Thomas Hirschhorn called Man Cave Man.
Since 2008,
we have spearheaded a coalition for orchestrated circuit knitting, which had as its primary objective to empower coalitions to orchestrate knitting in circuits. We toured throughout North America in a minivan, introducing residents to the methodologies and principles of the COC. In 2008, we took a break from our career, which so far had in no way indicated to us that we would be the dean of an art school, and volunteered full-time for the Obama campaign in Miami, Florida. Every day we were given a map with a dot for every targeted voter on our turf, and a printout listing each person's name, address, frequency of voting, party affiliation, age, and sex. One night, we were given a map with only one dot and over 50 names with the same address, all over 60 years old. This usually indicates a retirement community, but once inside, we discovered that the building was not an old-age home, but an Alzheimer's clinic, as most of the people we talked to could only repeat our questions back to us. The Victory Party ended nights together with Steve Nixon, better known as Miranda from Sex and the City.
The next year, I appointed him
a Big Pony finally made the long list for the Man Booker Prize.
With the rise of social media as a direct role in transforming events in the Arab Spring, we started a social network operated under Georgia Times Theory of Posh and reciprocal exchange called the FekalBook.com.
And
yet, morally dictated, we find ourselves here at USC as your dean of the Roski School of Art. We warmly welcome you to experience the innovation of an integrated arts education. We are a progressive and forward-thinking dean who believes that students who believe in the matrix of political economy and brain-body practice are the future artists as the culture shifts towards consciousness.